Yeah, me ain't done. The people them where I insist say them a do a good deed by giving people food on camera and posting it and then think them are gonna motivate others to do the same. The reality is them never been hungry, and the one them will actually have been hungry are capitalize upon the other people them hunger for somehow profit. Them there are two set of people them. And most people are capitalized upon their hunger. The people them who actually really want to feed them, just feed them. Everybody will come take a picture and post of an ulterior motive. I mean, ask me, I tell you. I don't care what you feel. I don't care that hurt you. As me say, the only way the truth can hurt you is if you anchor yourself to a lie. That will cause you dissonance, and not me, or you. And you have a responsibility to yourself. You have an obligation to yourself and a responsibility to your wider community if you don't fucking do that. Or no, stop it. You can't just give. You know, say possible for you if you just give. And nobody know. And stop demand. I mean, when you do this all the while too, you tell me some if you top chat and go do something because you never see me, I do not yet. Yeah, when you never see me, I do not yet. You're not got blood clot seat neither. Because me I do for me. Me I do for the little girl in me when never want nobody see me I take freeness. I don't want no free food for nobody. My pride. My pride is the most valuable asset I have, and my mother guard it. She not guard very many things, you know. She didn't guard my body well enough. But oh fuck, she guard my pride. Yeah. Especially when it comes to them something like hunger and poverty. People never know exactly how poor we were. And we hide it good. And for good reason. Because your pride mean a lot. Your self-worth. Them look at something there. Self-esteem. But we seem to try for killing other people. For boost ourselves. We fi stop it. We fi stop it. And when we have these conversations, allow people to teach you what you do wrong. You see, let me show you the hypocrisy in a way. You see when one white person says, but I don't see how I'm privileged. We cuss them. Oh, well, if you don't see it, you should listen to us and let us teach you. And when me say you do something wrong, well, I don't see how I'm doing something wrong. Well, listen and make my blood clot tell you to know. Bitch. Make me tell you to. Because I know white people alone have privilege. I know white people alone have privilege. You know? And nobody wants to let go of their privilege. Look on black male privilege. Black male privilege have slavery as a never-ending bomboclad cover for everything they do to we. When they fuck we and breed we and gone left for picnic, then can't hide back a slavery. Remember, you know, it was years and years of conditioning. This is now, what you call it now? It become genetic. And it now hereditary. Now it start written in our DNA. What if you have a pussy clad? It written in a man, black man DNA if you breed me and go left me with the picnic. But you know written in a white people DNA say them for rule. So you know feel like just like how things written in a for your DNA, it written in a for them DNA too. So if we are going to excuse ourselves for the bad things what we do, as a result of what we've been conditioned to do, why you not excuse them? We not excuse them because we know it's fucking inexcusable. We know say it not acceptable. So stop excuse your fucking self. And make we start do things different. Because we know it's different for do. We need to be a little bit more pragmatic in our approaches to our life. And stop hide back so much cover. You think me not ramping with nobody, you know. You can't say any blood clotting you don't want about me. And me I got to write the stuff with the fight with black man, you know. But the hunger man who ever hurt me a black man, you know. No white man hurt me yet, you know. Black man hurt me. And me I fight for keeping my life because every black man hurt me. I know every black man hurt me. Just a small, a tiny, minuscule amount. But a black man hurt me. And me there, so I fight for black man stay alive, but then me I go on your black man I fight back for my survival too. Because if people want me hear vehemently defend like rapists, me not hear them vehemently defend single mother, you know. Me not hear them me not hear so much the kind of energy and the passion we put in a defending a accused black man. Don't put in a defending the accuser. Even after the black man proven guilty. You know some pussy will How much time me I gonna say this in the morning? Me don't know. I mean, I say it as a judgment, me I say it as observation. You don't get me wrong, it's not personal. It's not personal to the point where I try to hurt your feelings or not. Me just I point out that this is a fact. You guys are some pussy holes. Because you only can see bad when it is being done by somebody else. You can't see when you are do bad. And when somebody else do bad and can't see for them bad, you are insist and you do anything, you will lick them across the head. For acknowledge what you assure them say them do bad. But when you do bad, we can't do nothing to make you see it. Pussy hole. How me favor stop cause bad? Tell me one word in an English vocabulary when we could have used to sum you up so nicely like pussy hole. The conversation need for change. Our conversations need for change. It's go uncomfortable hearing somebody like me. What's yard? It go uncomfortable. I hear somebody like me. I tell you no. Because I say somebody like me deliberately. Because me cuss bad dude, me drink, me smoke. Me don't give a fuck but wanna think about me. Me not apply to none of the protocols. So it's hard to hear it from me. I don't prefer to hear it from somebody else. But this is the reason why I meet to come from, because me not stuck up on what I stuck up on. Me not hung up on what I hung up on. This is why me can actually think my way out of them box to be able to tell you this. So you have to start temper yourself to accept messages from the relevant people too. You understand? You have to stop expect say the good message where you want can only come from a particular person. Because the reason why you call a person a good enough, because they're good enough. Because how they appear. And the way they appear, the superficiality about them, not go ever give birth to nothing what me I say. They not go ever say it. Because they not think it. They only think about how they look. You have to go start take message from people who don't give a fuck how they look. Because I'm somebody like me that tell us say you're a pussy hole. And you're a pussy hole for real. Honest to goodness, you're a pussy hole. If you can see the necessity to defend one accused black man, but you never. One time I ask, wanna show me one instance in a history where the entire black community, whether in one country or worldwide, rise up in defense of one black woman who accused one black man of rape, where the entire community embrace her and defend her and support her. I'll know to Bumbleclot, not one I know could have shown me one fucking instance. But me can show no several, without thinking, me can show no several throughout history. Enough. But when you rise up in defense of black man, the fragile black man, oh my God, he's so fucking fragile. The only time he's not fragile when he's comparing penis to other race man. And then he's not fragile, then he's a mandingo. And that's the only thing he's willing to accept from slavery, mandingo. But if you change it, I love it, you know. And this is why I invite you to change things. Change things. Change things. You know? You say you love black woman. You say you want better. You want better conversation. You want the conversation to be fruitful. But you don't want to accept no truth in it. And every time one truth comes in it, you lay egg. You go berserk. You get so worked up. What do you watch the whole black community turn over upon Gail King? Bumbleclad, poor girl. Poor girl. All she do is ask a relevant question, you know. And no found where I defend, never read the transcript of the case for hear what the man say to the police right after, then come for him. The man actually confess. But again, critical thinking skills lacking. You we still find a way now on a denial to defend him. Oh, no, nice. See me find one better way to put it. But it's too mild, because it's harsh and that. Oh, no, nice, but it's not put so. In some very small ways and in some big ways. In the way you have conversation, in the way you're disruptive. We want to just come and see a conversation and want to see it serve a good purpose. And want to see it can serve a good purpose. And instead of adding to it, we want to just come there and be like, booga, booga, booga. You know, like when I go to school, I'm not going to lie still, when I go to school, I was that pussy hole. I done my work quick. And then I bored and I not nothing else to do. Back when I go to high school, Barry G was the boogeyman. He did the shit. And I have a friend named Oswald Brooks. as well. Troy Augustus Brooks, my partner in crime. And we used to get up and sit down together on the bench because the bench is creaky and it crack. And when we sit down and it got crack, we say, ooh, another shot. Another shot from Barry G, your bookie man. Because that used to be one of Barry G ID them. And from we do that, the whole class done. That never nice. And as an adult, I can tell you, that was wrong. But I was a kid. I did not know any better then. I made it under challenge and nobody never see fit to challenge me. So it was as well. We're bright. I know one good excuse, but that's the reason. As an adult, however, if I do that, I forget a licking at me head back. It's not cool when you're an adult or else. There's no excuse for it. So when you as an adult come and somebody trade and see them have a conversation or wherever, whichever space them in, and you decide to come there with which comes first, the chicken or the egg. Me no know which come first, go push yourself up in a chicken pussy hole and come out of my bumbleclad conversation. That's the way you feel do. Sound rough, don't? But you know how horrible, how much more horrible what that person did was? When people attention span riveted to one topic and them a try think, and this is the critical thinking what we ask people for, if they actually do it and you come there, you completely hijack and you broke them concentration and you derail the conversation. Me entitled for say any fucking thing I want. I try to read the comments but I can't because the sun is shining directly in my eye. And you know me not going to take off the glasses because this will be one entirely different conversation when I post it back. Because nobody's going to hear what I'm saying, they're just going to see my dark circles. And me and my poor dark circle, we're alright. But that's going to become the conversation. So, I can't read, no make no sense to say nothing to me. But, I don't know how we're so sensitive. Like we're sensitive to some things where can't even affect we. Can't affect you at all, like somebody else's clothes. It can't affect you. What somebody else have on can't affect you. How? I want somebody tell me exactly one way. When I post this, come and they can comment. One way how somebody else's clothes with them have on when I touch you in no way can possibly affect you. Clothes are like thereof, even. Because if somebody naked, it still not affect you. And you're going to say, public indecency. Public indecency is when somebody naked and you feel like you have to touch them. That is indecent. And when me pass somebody naked, me pass. I've passed a madman naked and the only thing me there says, bumbleclad, what a waste of a good penis. I mean, me can't help but see it. And then that's it. It not do nothing to me at all. That's the only way me make it affect me. And me aware say me make it affect me. And that's so rude to me. A waste of a good. You tell us a man want to do nothing else with him beans. But we need to start come to them points the way we can actually acknowledge what real in a conversation. See from the last, from the life before to now, me I come back to the same thing because me understand it's a repetition our work. Because I saw no listen to music now too, you know. You will listen to one song and say that song is deep in and full of lyrics and I'm like, but that's still the one where I play over, where I bombard you put by your playlist. I may understand, it's okay. So I'm going to repeat 50 million times for you because I just want to allow no attention span for shrink go. So I'm going to tell you again, make we focus on the facts and the points. And try to keep a conversation them honest and real, factual. When somebody make a point where you disagree with, don't simply come and say, I disagree because I don't think that. Not gonna further. If your thoughts involved in it without no facts, no bother. Unless you come with a perspective, say, to go reason it out, opinion for opinion with the open mind, say, somebody's opinion can actually convince you of something else. But for simply expect somebody to abandon for them opinion to adopt yours, no come. And when somebody say tree, don't fixate on leaf. And in the case of me saying outcome trumps intention or outcome trumps thought. Stop and think about what I said before you start answering me. No, Jesus Christ. Think no. Think no, just come the country sound bright. Because me not impressed by nobody bright or don't see no. Me not impressed by nobody. Me impressed by what you say will make sense. And when you say something will not make sense, me will never be impressed. If I me I try to impress, just go and go need some flour and make dumpling or something because it now work. Come with one fact. Come with information where actually can teach me something. And think about what's me or anybody else. I say, before you answer it, think. Just fucking think. And I'm fixated on that too. Me personally fixated on that. Outcome trumps intent. Because too often we allow the intention or the thought to be the guiding force. We precede some fucked up action will result in a often tragedy, hurt, pain. And then we still insist that the thought no fucking count. Outcome trumps intent. Me no care what you want twisty. Me no business who you want carry in a conversation. Come try tell me sitting in a one book from 1915. I don't give a fuck. Because at the end of the day, if you make your lobster get in my food, I'm gonna die. And it does not matter that you wanted to feed me. It really no matter. So you need to take your fucking your emotion out of my debt. And that go happen. Unless you happen to have an EpiPen on you and jam my ass with it. Me quite likely I go dead. And then in my death, me can assure you from wherever my essence go, I will be looking upon you like this pussy will kill me. I will not be thinking, oh, it's so sweet, you wanted to feed me. Feed your boomer. But it is a thought that counts. Thought your bumper clot. Look on the outcome. And it's not that me saying the person who do the action is a criminal. I am not saying that. I am saying the outcome trumps the thought. So spend some more time and think on all the possible fucking outcomes. Don't just get up and think a thought and say me have an intention and just do whatever the fuck come in your mind. Spend more time and think. You don't need to stop criminalize thinking. Thinking is a good thing. Thinking is a good thing. Stop avoid it. Think. Every time you hear somebody try to cancel somebody, think first. The first time when we hear black people, when we notice, because we've been doing this for a long time, and we notice black people, they try to cancel. What the fuck that girl in name? She come in a clueless. She black. Them Stacey Dash. When black people try to cancel Stacey Dash, me never even care about Stacey Dash. That will show you. And I find myself a defender and I don't care about her. I know like me think negative of her. I just don't think about her at all. She not in my space, environment, none at all. But me see black people are trying to cancel her. And for what? She had an opinion that departed from the popular black view. And we start call her host nigga. Now you think you hurt Stacey Dash, and you probably did hurt Stacey Dash because there were so many comments that she couldn't help but notice them. So you probably hurt her. Alright, you may differ from me in the opinion say you shouldn't hurt her. And you're entitled to that. Me give you that. But what you're not paying attention to is the hurt that you're doing to your own child. You're not just hurt she, you hurt your picnic. Because you know what you're teaching your child? You are teaching your child that they do not have franchise in their own thoughts. You are teaching your child so they don't have the right to an opinion that departs from yours. You are creating a slave. Don't you say we are trying to end racism? How you try to end racism in the same breath you create a slave out of your own fucking offspring and everybody else around you? We collectively socialize each other for herd together. Herd. And we're not herd together physically, That's the thing, we're not herding physically. We're herding psychologically, intellectually. Which means we anchor ourselves to one spot. You know what that means? Dunce. Blood clot dunce. Contending views of it can coexist peacefully as long as they not cause no damage. And me never see she have a view where cause a damage. She never have a view where could have even influence one action. Because none of you never agree with her. So the blood clot she did not change, you know. Eh? And you insist. Cancel Stacey Dash. You never use the word cancel then, but you start calling hashtag Stacey Dash. You actually use her name for replace House Nigga and Uncle Tom and all them something. My God. You toxic, eh? This cancel culture you hug up. I try to cancel people for have one opinion where differ from phone. Now it's a set of blood clot idiot or what? You want to sit down in a one pool of people where all share the one fucking opinion? At that the level of stagnation and not try to carry go. So you tell me say, some people fight and kill and dead for end slavery so that me can consider in a one pool of blood clot, stagnant, unmoving minds. This I wanna try bring it towards. Fuck you know. Bumbo clot. It is sometimes when I look on when I'm scared, you know. Me so me scared. Me scared. Because we don't allow each other to think or to step. We can't do nothing. We step outside of the collective. Mass hysteria is the only thing we drive we. And somehow we smart. And that piss me off, you know, because me know so we smart otherwise. And then when we reach to that, we just lack off all thinking and become so blood clot dunce. Oh, Jesus Christ. When we see every time one black person, and especially black woman, because of course black women are the most cancelable. Every time one black woman have one thought to depart from the collective, we no cancel them again. Bumbo clap, man, you not tired. You not tired. I not cancel nobody white wanna feed, you know? And I'm not saying you should, but in the breath of pushing blackness, you're canceling black people. And you are still enriching white people. And I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm just saying you're confusing me. I'm saying you're confusing me. I come out this morning with the intention to just enjoy the sunrise and feel the sun on my skin and absorb it and get warm before I go in and do some work and then me end up talk about black people. How the fuck that happen? Rascal. Alright. That's what more really mean a lot to me. Because I'm hoping in my lifetime I can see where I move towards reason and logic. And we not do it right now. I don't care about no one tell me say. I'm happy for the little shuffling where I go on. Because it's a shuffle. We have a long way to go. I'm happy for it. But shuffle harder. Shuffle harder and shuffle yourself. Shuffle for your deck. Because someone not play that full deck. And we killing no dead, I want to smart everybody else blood clot stupid. But remember me telling you. Someone no mad. Certifiable even. Because when your thoughts and your words and your actions don't align, a madness me call that, me no care what no one say. When no matter how you look for me, which angle you look for me from now, one me you go see. One no more. One dege me. So if me tell you say, me think rape is for dead, any angle you look for me from, you go see say rape is for dead. Because there's no excuse for such a crime. If me tell you say, me think people feel love one another and live in a harmony, and that you go see. And you may see me chastise some people, but them there one them where I try to disrupt the harmony and the love. Still in keeping with what me say. Because you have casualty in every war, don't. But when you say you try to lift up a black collective and you try to do that, but you see what una do now? In another 20 years, you see him like how we look back on the 60s and if you fix mistakes from then, and so we pick them up to go fix the shit them we do now, you know. If you don't ever know some of the blood clot damage, you know, you do some damage all worse than fucking slavery. Remember me tell you, because slavery finish and with a different mindset, we could have pushed past it. Granted, me see the limitations, I do. No argue me the point there. Because me do see everything you go tell me. Me see it. Me know the psychological impact of it have. Me know all of that. Me know everything. And remember now we weren't affected by slavery. You couldn't expect say we affected and white people not affected too. We both affected. The same PTSD where we are suffer, them are suffer too. Just from the opposite action. Because you can't tell me, say, me stand up and watch you, I beat somebody, and that not affect fucking me. You can't tell me, say, me train for come back and beat that somebody there, and it not affect me. It affect all of we, no, brother. I mean, I say, them are a victim, you know, them are not a victim, you know, them are a perpetrator, but it affect them too. So this I go take one change in a thought to fix it. Go and take a change of thought to fix it. And reverse it, now fix it neither. Change a thought can't fix it like in a one generation. But you see something I'm gonna do right now, we're not create environment. You guys are creating environment, and the environment we're not creating habitable neither. The emotional and psychological environment we're not creating, you know, sustainable to it. Me remember I look for one girl at talk about why black people respond to Gayle King the way they did when she spoke about Kobe. When she questioned, she never even had a talk about him, she just did ask some question. Like bumbo clap reach to the point now we can't even ask question. When somebody where sit down in a journalist capacity can ask one question relevant to the topic. And yet me watch accept journalists that ask questions when not relevant at all, you know, when encroaching and we personal. I don't accept them there. But she asked something we very relevant. I want to rise up against her. I watch a young lady. I try to explain why black people take it so personal. And halfway through her speech, she started to cry. Now I'm going to tell her something about body language. Your body more time tell the truth, you know, while your mouth a lie, you know. And when she said, and the reason why we have to protect the black man, because we're their mothers and aunts, they're our brothers and fathers and sons and uncles, and we have to, it is our job to protect the black man. And I saw her head, I go, our mouth, that's how we have to protect them, and the head, I'll be like, no, bitch, no. We don't have to protect them. Them is do better. And she started cry. She started cry because our mind in a one fucking turmoil over a trophy. And granted, you know, me, I know I'm professional, you know. But at that me get my feelings, what me get from her at that. Say, our words and our mind now align. And that cause dissonance in her. And it make her cry because it's painful. Seem like how you will see when me tell somebody say nothing in goddamn ball. Because my words and for them thoughts now align. And they attach themselves to me emotionally, so they feel like they are franchising on me. And it's like a part of them I disagree with the next part of them. So they cry. And they feel scared for me eternal soul. And me see that in her, the dissonance. Me understand it, and she not do nothing wrong, and me empathize and sympathize with her. Me understand it completely. And I like say, she wrong factually, she wrong. But in her mind, this is where we go in a grey area and what we call speak my truth. Well, me not like the phrase thing, speaking my truth. If you're not true, you're not true. You can't, me not care for your truth. Like you mean like one out of the 7 blind man will touch the elephant when he touch and say, the elephant feel like one tree. I say, that a film truth. The elephant don't feel like no fucking tree. The elephant don't look like no tree. It does not. He wrong. So film truth is a lie. We need to start be more cognizant of reality as it stands, not emotionally how we'd like it to be, not ideally, but as it stands. Because if we calculate from a place where we think we should have there, we're not going to ever come up with one correct equation. Forget me what I say. We have to calculate from where we're there. We have to calculate from where we actually stand up. So if you're a very devout religious person, in a sense you try to calculate fixing Jamaica from your religious standpoint, because me can tell you this. Jamaica not really religious again. Jamaica is pretentious. Jamaica pretentious. That's what Jamaica is. So trying to calculate where we are gonna go from church is you're not gonna arrive at no real destination, because we know all we know their church. Few are with their church. Some are we honest enough to say we don't their church. And the rest are we a lie. I pretend to with their church, but we don't their church. We need to actually acknowledge which part we're there and work from there. So. And where we're there right now, some are we are atheists, some are we are Christian, some are we are Muslim, some are we are Buddhist, some are we are Hindu. And you see when me speak and say freedom from religion, you know mean make we advance the atheist them, you know, it means say Christian love let go the place and make it Hindu they live too. Make it Buddhist they live too. Because out of many one people, no mean out of many people turn in a one Christian. I mean out of many different kinds of people, we end up with one society. Melting pot. Now that you mean? If I know that you mean, dash away. Because if I know that you mean a fuckery. Out of many, one people. Suggest to me, say all different type. And uno seem to pin it down to race alone. But it after me, it never say out of many one race. Say out of many one people. So it after me and say every different kind of personality, persuasion come together and make one whole. It after me in that don't. So it means you no need to start acknowledge and respect the rest of people I don't agree with too. And this is where black people need to go. So that you know end up with things like hashtag Stacey Dash, Stacey Dash. But now I still know I look on it and me fret. I look on it and I fret because I just a picture try raise one new forward thinking progressive society in an atmosphere like this. So every time you disagree you get beat. Remember, you know, every time black man try to gather and think and discuss, then get beaten. Every time black man try to rest from chopping cane and picking cotton, then get beaten. Every time black I'm a beaten shape we into what we be, you know. So what you think I got when you start beat again? I know why you are beat. And it's like them beat the senses out of way. At that end, so much so that generations after, slavery not that long gone. But my grandmother never slave. So generations after, we still, no sense. Then couldn't really beat my granny and make it sense look out of me. My great granny never slave neither. So who them beat for lick sense out of me? Cause if you not lick me, you really not affect me unless me have to internalize the beating that when me see you give somebody else. Alright. And that's what we've been doing, right? We've been an internalized past beating. This is one choice. But we all do it every race. Until we decide to stop doing it. And then when you have the power to beat, you also have the power to stop beat. So nobody now have to decide to stop internalize the beating. We can actually stop this from somewhere. So, when you hear one black person express one opinion will depart from yours, respectfully allow them to express it. If your opinion destructive to the individual or to the collective, again you can still respectfully inform them of a different way. Overwhelmingly, Uno beat up Stacey Dash and she don't learn nothing from it because not one of give her a point where she could have got in. All she learn now is that some fucking aggressive, disgusting people will beat her up. So now she did have a different frame of mind or based on maybe absolutely nothing. But after the beating, She have a right for you to no bumbo clad. Can't you beat her up? What you think somebody you gonna do? Beat somebody into submission and then they love you? The fuck kind of mentality that? Me not agree say it's shape with DNA, you know. Well, me manage to pick the one sitting there with messaging. Me not agree say it's shape with DNA. Me not agree. Say it's shape with DNA. It not shape with DNA. Me not care which scientist and which research says shape with DNA. Not when me can stand up right here so and decide if you not do it. Me not, it's shape with socially. It's shape with socially, yes. And it's ingrained now and it's inbred. If right now, if you take one black person were never exposed to none of this as slavery talking, raise them in a one sterile environment, raise them in a neutral space, them not gonna display none of the fucking symptoms of slavery. Me not ask, me I tell you, so that no in our DNA, fuck that. The only place them I come from, I choose socializing. You see Kunta Kinta get beaten in her roots, and your resentment start from this, so. And it keep building up. Because every time black people make one, let me tell you something. You see when the Jew them make one movie, the Jew them make a movie where pluck your heartstring and make you empathize with them. Black people make one movie and make you build resentment. Are two different something that, you know. You may misinterpret them and think are the same, but they're not fucking same. We need to change your language. I mean, I say, if you deny your past or your heritage, you mean I say none of that now. But what I'm saying is, we have to change your narrative. And we need to change it completely. We are trying to change your narrative by changing white people. Right now, the most activated me ever see white people be. I mean with my own eye, I mean throughout history. When I look in the history books, I don't see no recorded history of them ever being so activated. I appreciate, so we reach a point as humans where your color, your skin now dictate how you react to adversity. Your humanity has step out more than your color. Me like that. But that alone now go change our trajectory, you know. Outside influence alone can't change our trajectory, you know. We have to go change full mindset too. And it have to change hand in hand with the other rest of changes them what we are demand. Otherwise, we are revert. And if the school system become more accommodating of us, but the daddy gone, and the pitney hungry and now no food and the mother can't make it and the mother depend drugs and the pitney now go to school, it now go make use of the school system anyway. So we have enough shit to work on. I mean, no give a fuck who want to feel offended by it. Because every time when we say black man do this, not every black man, and that's the only time the black man get up on war. When he defend the honor of the black man. Not every black man. But when we say white man do this, white man, and then somebody white say, not every white man, no cost them. Like, alright, so black man can defend himself in the face of generalizing black man, but white people can't defend for themselves. Hey, may I tell you something? You know, check every bit on hypocrisy at the door. Everything we apply to white people right now, apply to black man. And make we continue have that conversation here. In our real space, in our real way, in our honest way, because I not in a fuckery, you know. Me think me don't establish that long time, so me do in a fuckery, you know. Me not excuse nothing. Me not go stand up in that space where you get to be immune to your own fucking judgment. Make we judge everybody. Cross the board. Same measure. Sun come up properly now. I don't know what the haze be over it, because I don't think I does. But one haze over it. I not identify now individual clouds, so this one haze. I don't know what. I guess a cloud. But the sun up. I'm going to do something with my life. Besides talk. I'm not hungry. I think I have some coconut water. I'm going to drink it. And and then me do some work, and then hopefully later when me do my work, when me done the more work, we can have some honest conversation. But I love that because, hey, some of us still at work, some of we not work because corona and quarantine and all of that. And if you have time and you want to talk, hey, me could talk about how we get out of this, no? Me could talk about how we get out of this. Make black people make we start watch you are going around with. Watch say one vaccine come out with one white person. When me hear Melinda Gates insist that she want to spam black people, I wonder, why you so fucking nice to it? Why you so nice to it? That you want to vaccinate with against one virus will kill less people than flu. You nice, see? Fucking girl nice. And we specifically you want, so let me see if me get this right, you want to help black people. More black man probably dead from police gunshot and strangulation than from corona. And you know so you want to put your money, you don't want to put it in a reform that is the justice system so that black man stop go to prison left them picnic hungry. For small things a white man only get community service for. And pat pan the wrist. And you don't want to reform that. But you want to give a vaccine that you want to give. You don't want to reform education. You don't want to make sure say every black picnic get education. You want to make sure say every black picnic get chemical in them body. Interesting. And when somebody point out the anomaly of that, when you call them mad, stop call people mad here. Walk out today and start see people and stop see mad people. Start think. When somebody challenge you, think. Don't fucking cuss them. Rise to your challenge. Stop be such a spineless little bastard and stop bend down in your ignorance. And get up. Rise to the fucking challenge. Start think. Question things. Question things. Everything. Question me. Don't just swallow. Jesus Christ, at least suck the dick first before you swallow. Question. And if you don't like it, spit. That's all I'm saying. Sound maybe gross. Think. You still can think. Do it. I'm going to go get myself some coconut water and go about my day. Sooner or later.